My name is Andrew Aycock, and this is my presentation on electronic learning trends. There are very many different types of electronic learning trends. I would like to touch on 5 examples that I think are very important towards education in the school system. Electronic learning trends can be audio, video, they can be personal, they can be used by many different people. They are a very useful tool in education right now, not only through schools, but also through personal education. And I would like to touch on the 5 that I think are most important to schools and to education. The first one is open source software. Open source software is a free software. It's available online. It's available for schools to use, for individuals to use. It's somewhat of a new technology that is being presented so users can go in and adjust it and change it and modify it. So this is very helpful for schools because it helps students to think on their own and do things mentally and challenges them. It's also free, so therefore schools can download it and share it and use it. And this is very important because now there's not a reason or an excuse for a school not to have this. There's many different types of open source software out there. I've got a few examples listed. I've got a URL link to a very popular open source software, which is Google Docs. Feel free to go to it and use it, download it. My next slide, an example of electronic learning trends, is online education. And online education is very convenient. It's non-traditional. It's a growing electronic trend right now. It can be used for schools, like for summer programs. It can be used for higher education, higher learning institutes, like UAM and places like that. A lot of people are using online education now to better themselves, to get an education and be able to get a new job or better paying job or even a promotion throughout a job. So right now, online education is a very useful and very popular and very broad electronic learning trend right now. I also have another URL link to the University of Phoenix, and it is a very popular online education institution, and it's very resourceful and very well used. Our next slide are digital books, also known as ebooks, and this is a very growing electronic learning trend right now. Uh, they are becoming very popular uh, in schools, in homes, in businesses, pretty much anywhere and everywhere that books are used. They are replacing your normal traditional paperback, hardback textbook, and schools are now using devices that read these digital books, and they're implementing them in the classroom and throughout the school. Uh, these benefit education quite a bit because digital books contain memory or are saved on memory, not actual space. So therefore, you don't need a 2,000 square foot library anymore to store all your books. You just need, some fancy hard drives and flash drives and any other kind of type of digital memory that you can save digital books to. They're also a little bit more cost effective than the old fashioned hardback books because they don't wear and tear or get lost or students vandalize or abuse them or anything like that. So you can save money using them. They're a lot more cost effective for schools to use. It might be a little bit more upfront cost as far as the hardware and devices used to read these digital books, but in the long run you will end up saving money by using the digital books. Digital books are very useful in education right now. Our next example is podcasting. And podcasting is simple and easy to use and very resourceful in schools. You can use it to record a lecture and have your students, play it back at their convenience. You can use it to record an interview with a guest speaker. Podcasting has been around a while. It's mostly audio, so therefore, you can touch on another sense, and that can help students learn by using a different sense of theirs. It's just a good resource as far as educational tool in the classroom throughout the school. You can broadcast your bulletin from it, the school news and things like that. It helps promote interaction between students, increasing their media skills and personal what am I trying to say? Their appearance skills too, as far as being able to talk publicly and things like that. I have downloaded a video that explains how to make a podcast now, and we'll see if it's useful and what have you, and tell you how to download a podcast. And here it is. It's from the tinkernut.com, and seems like a useful video. It's just a few minutes, so we'll watch it real quick and learn how to become a podcaster.
Welcome to tinkernut.com's videocast. For video tutorial requests, please submit those at tinkernut.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a podcast. What we'll need for this video is a microphone, of course, and a computer to go with that, some audio editing software, a website or hosting service that you can upload your podcast to, and an RSS feed. So for the software, what we're going to do is download a free program called Audacity, because it can run on Windows, Mac, or Linux. So just go to the Audacity website or search for it on Google and download it. Now, while you're at this website, another thing that you're going to want to do is download the MP3 encoder. And this is going to allow you to save your podcasts as MP3s. And what you want to do is after it's downloaded, you want to extract it to the plugins folder in Audacity. So just open up Program Files, go to Audacity, and select the plugins folder to extract it to. And then you'll have MP3 capabilities. So now you can open up Audacity and then record your podcast, and then you can do things such as cut, trim different sections of it. You can select all of it and remove any background noise. First you'll have to take a sample of it, and then you can go to noise removal and select what's best for you. You can preview it, and then once you've got it the way you want it, just click remove noise. And then the next thing you can do is also normalize it, which makes it even so that there's not really any spikes in audio. And I'm just going to remove a little bit more here. Get all the blank areas out, and now I can export it as an MP3 file. And I'm just going to create a name for it and then save it. And then this will also allow you to add tags to the MP3 file, which is just information about the MP3 encoded into the file itself. If you want to create more detailed tags, you can download the MP3 tag, and it will allow you to add pictures and more information and stuff like that. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to upload our podcast to the internet. Poddango.com is a great hosting provider to do this. It allows you to upload your podcast, and then it also creates a great distribution format. If you have a WordPress account, you can download a program called PodPress, which is a WordPress add-in that allows you to upload and also add podcasting to your WordPress account. And then another great website is called easypodcast.com. And this is a program that allows you to create your very own RSS feeds that are completely customized instead of having a website do it for you. Another website is called podcast.com, and this rolls everything into one. This allows you to record, publish, and upload your podcasts directly from this website. So it's a great all-in-one website. And then the last thing you want to do, of course, is submit your podcast to a search engine. And this will let you gain exposure with your podcast. And this is a great website with some great links to allow you to do that. Well, that's it for this tutorial. For more, go to tinkernut.com.
Our next example of electronic learning trends is wireless devices. Wireless devices right now are probably the most popular thing going, the most useful thing going as far as technology and things in the classroom. These wireless devices can really help students learn in numerous ways, not only at the school but also at home and on their own, and they're just a very useful tool. Wireless devices somewhat tie in together all the electronic learning trends that are out there and make them all useful. Some of the most popular wireless devices are your smartphones, your Kindles, your iPads. Most schools now are becoming equipped with iPads so that they can download digital books. Most teachers have a smartphone. Most students have a smartphone now. They can use these phones for any type of electronic learning trend or anything that's out there that's available, and implement these electronic learning trends. These wireless devices keep students connected as far as information, as far as education. They can go home and use the internet. They can be on the school bus and use the internet. It's so much out there for them now, and by using these wireless devices, they can get this information. And wireless devices just are the glue that sticks together all these different electronic learning trends. And wireless technology is so popular now and so useful that it's just a wonderful educational tool, and probably the best electronic learning trend out there, the most popular. In conclusion, electronic learning trends are great for education, and they are everywhere. They can be used anytime. They can be used anywhere. They are the most efficient educational tool we have right now. They keep students captive. They keep their attention span going. They learn from it. They're interested in it. They're very helpful, very useful. And without electronic learning trends, I don't know where education would be going right now. The old-fashioned take notes, write it down, and look at the pictures in the book just isn't fun anymore. And these electronic learning trends are helping students learn and are just creating a different world. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.